There's life. Oh, coffee, please. Coffee, please. I'm an old man. Hello, Gene Lippert. I'm an old man. What it do? What it do? Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. Blabble, blabble, blah. Yakety schmackety. Hello. Eat your break. Go eat your break. He don't listen. What up? Greetings and salutations and everything else. Good morning. What it do? What it do? I got what? What?
I'm just dry spittle on your face.
Oh. Sorry. Paul, you look awful without a beard. Why did you shave it? For a project. But thanks for letting me know I look awful.
It's just different, yo.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. Some people are not going to like it. That's okay. It's not their face. They don't have to like it. I'm okay with it. It put me in a gooder, like a good headspace. Because I was like, oh, okay. I don't look disproportionately awful underneath my beard. Everything's okay. But that's very mean of you, sir. You seem nice. I try to be. I think I'm overall a pretty nice guy. I don't know, though. Grow the food mesh back. Maybe. Who are you? What did you do with Paul? I have two chins. See? I'm a soul man. Where am I from? Where are you from? Not that. Sing you a song? What do you want a song? What song? You must request a song.
Or are you just supposed to default into Piano Man if someone says it?
Play me a song, you're the piano man. Yeah. I am not singing Kanye West's Heil Hitler song. I will not do it, even though I know it's catchy. I know the hook. Oh my God, Phoebes. Why don't you just get over it, Phoebe? Come over there and fucking shave your head and make fun of you. How about that?
I'm the only one that has to look at it 24/7. I don't care.
Yeah, I gotta look at it too, and I don't care. Your head's lumpy as shit. Yeah, yeah. Let's expose those lumps to the world and see what everybody thinks about it.
You just can't win. How many people in this chat have told you to shave?
I know. And now they don't want it. It doesn't matter. Whatever I do, I will be told to do the opposite. Shave your goddamn beard. Don't shave your goddamn beard. Get a haircut. Don't get a haircut. Whatever. Hey, what's that back there? A tree? People really try and get you with the somebody's behind you staring at you. I'm like, good. It's like staring into the sun. Should have Amelia get you some, what? Berries and cream? Thoughts on people that keep cougars, panthers, and other big cats as pets? They should be fed to their pets. That's what I think about it. I think they should be fed to their fucking pets. What do you think about that?
You're just gonna be retarded this morning, D. Not eat.
You want to bring it out here? You want to have brekkie on the veranda? Is that what you're telling us?
Maybe so.
Or did you already gobble?
He didn't gobble yet.
You gonna have Breck on the veranda? You're gonna take his Breck on the veranda. I never thought I'd see beardless Paul in my life. Yeah, probably not. Munch, munch, munch. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Now you're gonna eat. Okay. He wanted his Breck on the veranda this morning, Mom. He felt like taking his breakfast in the air, taking the air with his breakfast today. We lost Ozzy, we lost Pimp Monk, Charlie Kirk happens, and now Paul shaved his beard. What a year. I know, Naughty Priest. I know. I am aware, Naughty Priest.
I remember Naughty Priest. You had a beard goal one show, and Naughty Priest was like, I'll donate to have you not shave.
I know. I know.
It'll be worth it, Naughty Priest. Just wait.
Yeah, you won't, trust me. Trust me, it'll be worth. You'll enjoy it, Naughty Priest. I didn't do it just out of the blue. I did it for a reason, okay? And that reason will become apparent in a month. Till then, though, you're going to have to look at naked face Paul. Naughty Priest should come to the meetup. Yeah, he really should. I don't know where Naughty Priest is at. I can't remember, but I think a Midwest meetup would probably be easier for him if I remember correctly. And I don't know when we're going to plan one of those. Hopefully next year. Hopefully next year we get 2 done at least. Yeah.
This Jersey meetup got to blow ass to make it work. It's got to blow the doors open at capacity where the fire marshal starts wagging his finger.
No! Get all these guys out of here. Cigarette helping me. Yeah. Cigarette lives in Missouri, and he knows a couple of St. Louis venues, St. Louis area venues that allow you to smoke weed indoors, and they sell weed on the premises as well. Missouri's got some funky laws.
Well, I think Missouri's one of those like southern-esque states where they just don't give a fuck. They just want the freedoms.
Yeah, they want their freedoms. They want to be left alone. Yep, I think you're right. Placing all my bets on you growing out your full gray beard. Wise King Paul is finally arriving. Yeah, it will. I don't know if the whole thing will be gray, but everywhere when I did the whole Admiral thing, when I was trying that out, everywhere that I shaved came back gray. Every piece of me, every piece of the beard, like, because I trimmed around, like here, every bit of this came back gray. Every bit. The only thing that stayed like brown was the shit on my cheeks because I haven't shaved that in forever. Now that's gone.
I'd say the little bit of stubble that's coming in is a little dark on your cheeks still.
They call that blue. Blue of cheek. If you look over here, that's gray. That's gray stubble. It looks gray to me. We'll see. What are your thoughts on a national divorce at this point? I think we're steaming towards it. I've been saying it for years, though. There's an incompatibility between the South and the North, between the East and the West. There is we've reached a point now where like living in the world in the country's most populous and richest state is a detriment because your vote doesn't count for as much and because your taxes pay for so much shortfall in these other states that you're starting to like, I mean, think about it. Think about California as a whole looking at the nation right now, right? We know, California knows that we are the fourth biggest economy in the world. And we're watching the United States literally go nuts. Watching Donald Trump with a slimy dump in his pants, ruining everything, right? It's just happening. And I don't know if it'll happen now or next week or next year or next, decade. But I think that we're steaming towards a national divorce. I think we're heading towards a time where the West Coast, the East Coast, and the South really come to terms with the fact that they're not compatible anymore.
Like, I think the only countries that are like close to us in size, like Russia and China, they have to use hella authoritarianism to keep people together.
They're totalitarian as fuck. And we're not.
Yeah.
And we've like the systemic rot is why a national divorce is coming. It's like you've got business people, luminaries in California being told what to do or being hamstrung by shitty, backward southern states, and that's fucking with the flow of money. Like that's ultimately what the national divorce is going to be about. Like as America gets more and more toe up, California and the West Coast is going to start looking at like, the fuck are we paying taxes to this mess for? Got family in Cali. If there's a national divorce, I'm just heading out that way. Yeah, I mean, same. I don't really have to head out that way because I'm already out that way. But
what you do?
Hmm.
You should try to find that boutique if it's a real thing.
Paul's Boutique in,
Yeah.
in New York.
Where does it say it is? Brooklyn?
Brooklyn, New York.
Let's see if it's real.
It might be. I think it was real at some point. It's a Beastie Boys album. Paul's Boutique. This stream is fake. AI could not generate beard.
Oh, it's a real now closed store. Sad. They should reopen it.
They should, yeah. They should. You ever get a nipple zit?
No.
I've got a nipple zit.
Oh wait, you mean like on the areola,
Yeah.
not the nipple?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess that happens.
I've got an
Like
areola ingrown
hair.
nipple hair or something. The fuck? Leave my nips alone. Wait, Gil Paul is back. I don't think so.
You don't have the existential dread.
Yeah. If you look at that picture and then look at me now, you're a liar if you don't go like, Paul looks happier now. That shit, dude, the existential death in the eyes of white Gil Paul. I tried to do it the other night. Like, look. It doesn't work. It's a put on. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I was sick, yeah. I was sick as shit. I weighed about like 40 or 50 at least pounds more than I do now. Wait, did I see you on the show, Roseanne? Yeah. Yes. That's me. I'm Dan from Roseanne. When your hair is completely gray, can we call you Gray Guilt, Paul? You can call me whatever you want, player. Whatever you want. Whatever's clever. Did you used to have a labret piercing? I did. You see it? I did.
I think the only other thing that could cause a scar like that is like if you got like a fishing hook accident or something.
Why did you shave? For a project. For a project. I shaved for a project. It's puff, puff, pass. Not pass, pass, puff. Oh my God. Number one. It's puff, puff, pass. Not pass, pass, puff. Number two, you don't get to institute a puff, puff, pass on my joint. This isn't the community joint. You ain't chipped in on this joint. You feel me? You don't give weed orders. Okay? It's the way it works. I don't think South Park is going to show the Charlie Kirk assassination. I don't think they will at all.
No, they took down like their just regular Charlie Kirk episode.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think
wasn't advocating for violence or anything.
No.
It was just making fun of them.
And Charlie Kirk liked it.
Yeah.
Remember, Charlie Kirk was like, "I've arrived," and he posted it as his like profile pic and everything. Yeah. So Charlie Kirk was fine with it. That's the whole thing, though. It doesn't matter what Charlie Kirk thought anymore.
Everyone's projecting their shit on him.
Exactly. Charlie Kirk is not Charlie Kirk anymore. Yeah. Charlie Kirk is gone. Charlie Kirk is now a symbol. For the left, he's a symbol of hatred and bigotry. For the right, he's a symbol of freedom and family values and Christianity. Mm-hmm. And that's just what he's going to be now. Mm-hmm. And the left will endlessly farm his clips to find reasons to call him a monster. And the right will endlessly farm his clips to find reasons to show him playing with his kids and being a great guy and having a cool smile and being kind to somebody. He's just an avatar now. Like, he's not He's not a human being. He was almost never was a human being because now he's a political symbol, and that's
Yeah. I think I saw something about like Trump saying Charlie wanted him to save Chicago or something during his memorial.
it'll be Charlie would have wanted,
Yeah.
Charlie would have done,
Yeah.
Charlie would have advocated for.
Mm-hmm.
This is what Charlie's America looks like.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be that way. But I don't know. In about a month, no one will care about Charlie. Bet. Ring it up. Spencer Walker, in 1 month, if we're still talking about Charlie Kirk, you are banned. I hate the proclamations, man. I hate people that make confidently wrong calls behind anonymous things.
I mean, he's not going to dominate it as much, obviously.
No, but he's still going to be talked about. He'll be talked about politically in 50 years, let alone 5 weeks. Hopefully no one forgets him. Like I said, the assassin that killed Charlie Kirk put him in the same room as some of the most famous and unforgettable political assassinations in American history. MLK, JFK, RFK, Malcolm X. And Charlie Kirk's assassination, by the way, was more impactful than all of those because, to my knowledge, none of those were captured live on camera, other than RFK and JFK. But the JFK assassination, if you watch the Zapruder film, it's gangly. It's nothing like the Charlie execution was. That shit is the wildest political assassination you'll probably ever see on American soil, certainly. That shit was fucking impactful.
And I don't think any other political assassination had the government clamped down like this either.
Well, no. It's wild. So he's going to be a topic, and it's kind of a shame because what Charlie would have said about this, and this is like I didn't like Charlie. He's an ideological opponent of mine, but I have a feeling that Charlie would have had some different shit to say about this, right? And I don't know that the right wing is emulating that. I don't think Charlie would have liked to see speech getting curtailed because of this. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'm wrong, but Charlie Kirk seemed like a free speech guy.
Based on like the South Park thing and shit.
Well, just yeah. I mean, he could have gotten all butthurt or just ignored the South Park thing. He leaned into it. He could have been one of these dudes like Ben Shapiro that sits in a fucking $1 million studio and talks his hateful shit. He went out in public and did it. You know, I give him props for, going out and facing people. And, that sort of thing. It's like, I hate that the left right now can't find anything good to say about him and that the right can't find anything bad. Mm-hmm. That's what I mean when I say that he's no longer a human. Mm-hmm. He's a symbol now. Whoa. Shaved Paul is better, Paul. 101% of barbers agree. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry for the comment. Even my brother told me about the shooting when he doesn't know about any politics. No, it's cool, Spencer. I'm just saying, I don't like confident calls like that on the internet because...
Like, people were saying that about Trump's assassination attempt. Like, oh, everyone's going to forget it.
Oh, yeah. No, everybody's going to forget in a month. And it's still something. You see a picture of it every day. And it's just like, that's another thing that we can compare this Charlie Kirk shit to. It's like, look at how politically impactful and resonant that picture of Trump with blood coming down his face, pumping his fist with the flag and shit. Shit won him the presidency. Now take that and dial it up to 11. Charlie Kirk just slaughtered like a pig in front of everybody, blood spraying out of his fucking neck. There's nothing like that in American history. Not a single thing. The closest that we have is JFK. And that Zapruder film that you've probably seen of JFK's head getting hit, that didn't come out for years after the assassination. People never got a picture of what JFK looked like when he was dead, right? That shit happened live. In the moment, we saw Charlie die. In the moment, we saw his neck blow up and blood go, right? There's nothing like that.
And just the life leaving his eyes.
Yeah, his body. We watched his body react in a spasm to the impact and then go limp. Like, you've never seen that. You never see that. Is this guy left or right? What do you think? Given what I'm talking here, what would you guess? That's the thing. Is like, does it matter in the context of this? Do we all have to get on a dividing line over Charlie? Can we not? Because that's something that bothers me. People on the left can't say it was a bad thing. There are people out there that, oh, he got what he deserved. He did this, he did that. Bro, next time it's a leftist that eats a bullet, keep the same energy. Right? They won't. Not center left. I'm far left. I'm an anti-capitalist. I'm open borders globalist. I'm also an advocate for free speech. I'm conservative, but before I'm conservative, I'm a human. Yeah. Fair to that. Rough drag, it was. But I got rough lungs now, too.
I thought about doing a cough supercut for like the bloopers, but like it would be 10 minutes long from the narration.
Oh yeah, let's not. Had to clear my voice out a bunch. Sad thing is, conservatives are most likely right about what Kirk would have wanted. He was an empty void grifter. He defended Trump tooth and nail and would do it right now if it were someone else. Yeah, but what I'm talking about is, what would Charlie say about speech in the wake of an assassination like this?
Like, was he calling for Kimmel to be fired?
Was he calling for Jimmy Kimmel to be fired? Was he calling for leftists to be losing their jobs because of what they say? I don't remember him saying that. Maybe he did.
He wasn't advocating for people that disagreed with him at the things to be like banned from their colleges or some shit.
I never remember Charlie going like, hey, look at this leftist that asked this impertinent question of me. Go ruin him. Go stalk this guy. Go silence this fucking idiot on this campus. He didn't do it that way. He sat down in a tent. He let anybody that wanted to walk up and ask him whatever fucking question he wanted, and he fielded it. You may not like the things that he said. You may not like how he handled it. But you can't argue that that wasn't just a one-to-one transaction. And I respect that. I respect his use of his freedom of speech. I respect him taking his online shit, putting it in the real world. That's more than most political commentators on the internet do, right? How much do you spend per haircut? It's like $65 or something when I go to Nick. But that's like beard trim, haircut, and my pomade that I buy from him. Paul, I disagree with your face attire. I wanted to give you money. I have nothing really to say about Charlie. I hope you have a great day. Well, thanks. Sorry you disagree with my face attire.
I mean, isn't it a lack of attire?
Yeah. Maybe he wasn't individually advocating for fascism, but he carried water for Trump. I get it. Charlie said some bad things, a lot of bad things. Charlie had bad political opinions. Charlie was a little bit of an institutional cuck. Maybe even a lot of bit of an institutional cuck. Charlie was a Christian conservative nationalist type of guy. Charlie didn't respect gay people, trans people. Charlie kind of dog whistled racism and nationalism and anti-immigration stuff. No, I had a lot of problems with what Charlie Kirk said and stood for. That said, right? He was killed for speaking his mind. And that doesn't happen in the America that I know. The America that I know, you're allowed to say whatever fucking shit you want. And if you get consequences for it, there's social consequences. People don't want to be around you. People don't like you. People don't want to hire you. People don't want to do business with you. Those are consequences. That's freedom of speech doesn't guarantee you freedom from consequence. But one of the consequences of speech is not death. Death is not on the table. He advocated for more guns in schools, only to be killed by a gun in school. Oh, there's a lot of irony if you dig into it. He was answering a question on gun violence. Like literally the last word on his lips was violence. I mean, I don't know that the shooter timed that, but it's eerie. Shooter? Why is shooter in quotes? Is this a new thing that he wasn't shot? Why is shooter in quotes? Somebody please tell me that we haven't reached that point of fucking schizo shit. So now he wasn't shot. Now what? What happened? Somebody put shooter in quotes and it's fucking me up. You are on, I want Carmine. You better answer right now. Or I'm going to have them ban you. No, I don't think it was a random person. But you do think it was a shooter. Somebody shot him, right? I want to make sure. Say yes, somebody shot him. Okay. So what?
Put so much portent on shit.
I know. It's like they know. It's like, I think a lot of people have fun with the fact that context is really hard to read via text. And so I think that they occupy this pocket of plausible deniability where it's like, I'm going to say something that can be and probably will be misconstrued and then go like, huh? Please don't cry. Why did Charlie Kirk's funeral look like a WWE pay-per-view event? Because it was managed by the Republican Party. And the Republican Party elected a WWE fucking wrestling personality twice. You know what I mean? Like Donald Trump is a WWE Hall of Famer. People don't know this. Donald Trump really admires big, grandiose sporting events. He loves wrestling. He loves the drama. He loves the bigness of it. He loves the characters. And yeah, that's how he ran his campaign. That's why Charlie Kirk's fucking funeral looked like a WWE event. By the way, did you see the street after the Charlie Kirk memorial and funeral service? How junked up with crap it was? Like everybody just dropped garbage, fucking handfuls of flowers, just all the crap that they brought to pay respects to Charlie was just spread all over the goddamn ground and left. It was fantastic.
It was a photo op for Trump.
Yeah, a huge one. A huge photo op. Why Kirk's wife so fake? What are we talking about? What was fake? I can't stand her acting. Yeah, I do think that like saying your final goodbyes to Charlie like this with a phone is weird. Okay, but I don't know that it was fake. Like, I don't know that I would say my final goodbyes to a loved one with a phone on it and then upload it to Instagram or whatever the fuck. I don't think that would happen. That's a little bit weird. Pretty sad indictment of how surface level some people are, the trash dumping, yeah. It's weird with a phone. I agree. But that's like, I think a lot of things are weird, though. I'm going to be quite frank. When social media shit, like somebody's got a phone at a special moment in their life. Somebody's got a phone at a crazy, insane private moment in their life. And then they put it up on the internet specifically to get people's reactions to it. That shit is rampant. It's everywhere. The overshare, I guess is what you'd call it, like the internet overshare. That's 100% what Erica Kirk did. It was a weird internet overshare. It should have been kept for her personal private memories. You know what I mean? If at all. But, you know, there's people that are like, I you know, tactically overshare on the internet because I'm a personality, right? But if my mom died, you know, or my dad or my sister or something, some family member of mine passed away, you're not going to, I'm just letting you guys know now, you're not going to get an Instagram video from the casket side. Donald Trump Jr. doing stand-up during it was cringe. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I watched a little bit of his speech, and he was trying to make people laugh. Charlie's looking down on me. Charlie's probably mad at me now for saying that, folks. It's cool. Hey, welcome to the big expose. Welcome to the festivities. We're here to celebrate Charlie getting shot in the neck. Hello, everybody. It's like, dude, what is this energy? He sounds like he's at a rally.
Did he? That's what it was.
Yeah,
for him.
It was a political rally for Trump. What's up, folks? The radical left Democrats are gonna get it. It's like, what is this? What is this? What are we watching? Some weird fucking Twin Peaks-esque soap opera. Thoughts on fetal alcohol syndrome? I believe that mothers of fetal alcohol babies should be put in prison. I think that if you guzzle booze while you're pregnant and you have a fetal alcohol baby, I think you should serve time in prison.
What if she doesn't know she's pregnant until the damage is already done?
Then when she finds out she's pregnant and she knows she's done damage, she seeks an abortion.
What if it's too late? What if it's 6 months in and she realizes?
Then I guess the fucking courts suss it out, but I don't know. I just fucking like people that fuck up their kids intentionally and then have them and then go to society like a little supplicant and go like, look, I'm a victim. It's like, no, you're a victim of your own hubris, and you fucked up another person's life with your shit. I don't know. I get it. I understand pregnancies happen unplanned and stuff, but I think we live in a time now where you could just dial down to the gnat's ass when you get pregnant if you are real careful. Mm. Put on a fucking condom on your dick.
There's not enough fucking sex ed, unfortunately.
Yeah, that is true.
Like the whole, like, I didn't know I was pregnant. It's like a whole series and shit.
I know. But that is starting to become, because for me, it's like, okay, yeah, people didn't get sex ed in school. But they have, but the internet. But the internet.
They didn't learn curiosity either, apparently.
Did they learn self-preservation? How do I get pregnant? How does sex get me pregnant? How do I stop myself from getting pregnant? Like, it just seems like something I would type. Mm-hmm. Because I know, like, you can't tell me that kids are coming up and like 20-year-olds don't know that babies come from fucking. They know that baseline, right? Unless they're mentally challenged or whatever. Mm-hmm. They know that baseline, that PP vagina baby. Mm-hmm. So I can't really, I didn't know I was pregnant starts to get thin. Starts to get real thin. So girls get period.
Well, they think, well, to be fair, there are some, like, the pill birth control isn't super it's not like the most effective birth control, so they could be used to skipping their period on
Yeah.
their birth control and not realize.
Maybe. I just don't know, man. I just feel like this oopsie shit just starts to sound like making excuses for being irresponsible. That's what it is. That's how I feel. Maybe that's just like a little bit of a boomerish conservative opinion about it. But in this day and age, with 80 different contraceptive methods and the internet and chat GPT to walk you through how to have sex and what it happens during sex and 8 different ways to fucking protect yourself from unwanted pregnancies and STDs and shit. I just feel like the excuse is wearing real thin. If we were living on the prairie and women were forced to wear collars up to here and fucking foot length skirts everywhere and shit, yeah, I could get it. Maybe they just don't know. But now, like when we go out, point out a woman you think doesn't know how her vagina works, at least. Like what happens when a dick goes in it. What
I think you're underestimating ignorance. I think it's not necessarily that they don't know how sex works, but they don't know how to effectively use birth control.
But okay, but Chat GPT.
I know.
But Siri.
But
Siri, how do I
they
stop
lack
a
the
pregnancy?
Curiosity, unfortunately, to answer those questions before it's too late.
Good morning, cigarette. Yeah, that to me is wild. But it starts, to me, that is starting to wear thin because, like, we're not even talking about curiosity.
Well, here's
We're talking about self-preservation. We're talking about, like, people go to it. I guarantee you the people we're talking about go to ChatGPT all the time. How do I fill out this form? How do I pay my tax? How, you know what I mean? But they never go, how do I make sure I don't have fetal alcohol syndrome, baby? Never?
Well, as a counterpoint,
Yeah.
it took you until you were 40-something to learn about the abortion pill.
Are you 40? No, I knew about the abortion pill.
Well,
I
we
knew
watched
about
that
the morning
Swallow?
after.
Yeah, but you didn't know about medication abortion. Very recently.
Sure, but that's the thing. It was like, because I'm infertile, I've never been in the position where I had to take somebody in and get an abortion with them. I went with my ex-wife. We had unprotected sex. Went the next day and got the pill. Got the RU 486 or whatever it is, morning after thing. All right. So I knew that. I knew after I'd had sex, unprotected. Oops. Should have put a condom on that. I knew.
Did you know there's a weight limit to it?
Yes. Yeah. Because the dose has to be one size. And if a person is larger, it can't work.
But you know how low it is?
No.
170.
Really? Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. So like fat girls can't even go get it.
Well, not even like supremely fat girls either. Like,
Well, just chunky, just thickies. Yeah. Thickies can't go get it.
Or it's less effective. Like it can.
Can they give a bigger dose?
I think some try to double dose to make it work, but it's just like it's not tested for that.
They need to test it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm just saying, I get what you're saying. You're right overall.
That you have little gaps in your knowledge, and other people are going to have little gaps in their knowledge.
I just don't think I'm pregnant is a little gap. Yeah. I think that's a big gap in knowledge. Me not knowing all the different options for abortion, yeah, okay. I know to go ask about abortion, right? So if I was, oh shit, we're pregnant, I would have went to Google or a friend of mine and gone like, hey, how do I do this? Oh, you go here, you go there, right? So it's like, I don't understand the, oops, I'm pregnant. With the internet, with your phone, with your friends, with your, like, you would have to, like, really, in my mind, put a person in this, like, crazy plexiglass box of ignorance where they just never absorb anything for me to believe that you're a grown-ass fucking American person and you don't know how
a supreme
sex
number
works.
Of people that don't even know a pee hole is separate from a vagina.
That's true. No, that is true. Dude, my friend one of my friends, when we were teenagers, we were talking about like going down on chicks. And he was like, I don't do that. I was like, why? He's like, I don't lick the piss hole. And I was like, you don't lick the piss hole? But he's like, yeah, well, that's where the piss comes out. And I don't lick down there. And I'm like, well, where the piss comes out where? And he thought piss came out of the vagina, like the actual vaginal canal shot piss out. He didn't know that there was a urethral opening.
Yeah.
Right? So vaginal, like, biology, they didn't really teach us all of that in school. They didn't teach us the clitoris. They taught us that what it was called, but not what it did. You know what I mean? And so we got to see the drawing of a vulva and a drawing of a penis, right? But, you know, what each part of it did was very, like, we knew that the vagina was where the penis went, right? We knew that the penis got erect. We knew how to roll a condom down the penis.
And that's more than a lot of kids get today.
Yes. No, I know. But kids do have the stopgap of they can just speak a word to their phone and get an answer. I didn't have that. I would have had to go to an adult and have that fucking crazy conversation like, what's a clit? You know? Kids now can just search just like clit. And they're going to get like not only explanations, but demonstrations.
I know.
So it's just like, it's starting to wear thin. That's all I'm saying. With the amount of information and how easy it's gotten to skip a trip to the library. That's what every time you Google something, that's how I think of it. Because for me, if I really wanted to know that information right in the moment, to the library I go. What else are you going to do? Now the library, all of human knowledge is right here. And it's starting to wear thin to me. Like, I didn't know how this worked. I guess it could happen in like real extreme cases of like abuse. People are kept cloistered away from other people, like religious kind of sects that never let people go out in the world. I could see that. But a lot of the people on that show, because I've seen a couple episodes of that show now that you mention it. I didn't know I was pregnant. Yeah. They're not Mormons or some crazy sect of fucking Pennsylvania Dutch or some shit. Or, you know.
Well, there are a lot of women that have inconsistent periods and just kind of go, meh.
Yeah, but that's another thing too, is like, you know, if you're because if you're a woman that's got inconsistent periods, there are ways to deal with that as well, where you make sure you don't get pregnant. Right? So it's like, just because your periods are inconsistent and you miss a month or two, usually, that doesn't mean that you don't like take precautions beforehand. You know, like there's so many stopgaps.
Well, like there's some women that are told basically you won't have kids if you have PCOS or something, and they think that means infertility when they don't specify. Like it's less likely, but not impossible. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
There's gaps but now we're getting like into real deep shit.
Yeah.
Like the basic, like put condom on pee-pee. That's where I'm at. Right? Don't blow load in vagina. Blow outside vagina or something. Like that base level, coitus interruptus or whatever they call it. That base level of like, hey, at least protect yourself that way. I can't believe that motherfuckers don't know that or can't find that out. But once again, there are situations, right, that I'm not thinking about.
Like if someone
rapes,
was super
incest, people that
I'm
are
just
groomed.
talking about like that PCOS. Like if you are told that it's very unlikely you're going to get pregnant and your periods are already hella inconsistent, you're not going to notice missing a period.
Sure. Yeah, but you could have put a condom on.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be told by your doctor that, you know, they should tell you.
Remember that fucking, that documentary we watched about that chick that had her mom killed?
Gypsy Rose.
Yeah, Gypsy Rose.
Yeah.
She had sex unprotected multiple times and didn't realize, and her sister had to tell her to take everything out.
Yeah. But she was also a fucking crazy case of abuse.
Yeah.
She was kept cloistered away,
Yeah.
infantilized by her mother, kept drugged.
Yeah. And then just in prison, and
yeah. But here's the thing about
her
Gypsy
husband
Rose.
should have been more on top of it, but he still wasn't.
No, her husband was a mentally ill guy.
Yeah.
Like she's mentally ill. But here's the thing that fucks me up about Gypsy Rose. She was all into kink from the internet.
So she had looked up some stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She was all into like role play kink and dom sub play, and she got that shit off the internet. So she couldn't get how does my vagina work off the internet. You know what I mean? I just don't get why you would never take that step.
Yeah. Lack of curiosity.
But she was curious about it. She wanted to have sex with this dude. If you look at their text messages, she was desperate to have sex with this guy. You know, she went and looked at porn, so she'd seen it. And like, how do I do better at sex? How do I make sure sex safe? How do I not get pregnant? Seems like something that would have got searched if femdom whipping or BDSM gear was searched.
Fair, her husband was probably trying to baby trap her.
Well, her husband he introduced her to the whole kink thing.
Yeah.
But if you look at her texts, it's like FET community shit. She's using terminologies that she looked up and learned from other people. See, Trump solved autism today. Yeah, who knew it was Tylenol? All along, it was acetaminophen. Holy shit.
I mean, that's probably the least worst case scenario given the thing. Like, at least they didn't just say all vaccines cause autism.
Yeah, that is good. That is actually good. I was kind of expecting, like, vaccines have caused the autism.
So, I mean, pregnant women not taking Tylenol is...
We're bringing back mumps, folks. Bringing back the mumps. Kids need to get the mumps again, folks. Polio coming back. We're number one, folks, in polio. For the longest time, America's been lagging behind on polio, folks. Very embarrassing. Not anymore. Polio's back, baby.
But you know who he's gonna piss off? People that make Tylenol.
They're
real mad.
Well, Bayer, Eli Lilly are going like, motherfucker, you better shut up, because they sell like $1 billion worth of fucking Tylenol a year. You know, you gotta know, and that shit is about to fall. Every mother on the planet that's like media kind of wishy-washy hears that come down through the pipes. They ain't taking no more they ain't buying it for their kids, even though that's not what they said. They said high dose acetaminophen in utero has some link. They didn't say like giving your kids Tylenol is a link, but that's what's going to happen. They're not buying that baby Tylenol no more. They're going to get baby aspirin. So whoever makes the aspirin went, yay! And whoever makes the Tylenol went, fuck! Pump Advil stocks now. Yeah. Buy Advil. Short Tylenol. Right now. Get in on the wave. Short that Tylenol stock and buy Advil and aspirin. Right now. You can smell through the screen right now. Smell what? My breath, my BO, my musk, my man musk.
That is a weird thing that's come up recently, like that full body deodorant where like people are putting deodorant in their pussies and shit.
Yeah, that started with men though.
Yeah.
With that Axe body spray shit. Because that shit, they told you put it up under your balls, put it in your butt crack, put it in your pits, put it on your chest, and put it on your neck.
It's like people smell human. Like people don't smell sterile.
People just don't understand that there's a difference between like human smell and human stink.
Yeah.
And some people don't realize it on one end, and some people don't realize it on the other. Yeah. Some people walk around kind of like seemingly unaware that they reek. Yeah. And then there are people like me that, like, I'm real I don't want to stink.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But I'm not like to that level where I'm spraying extra shit on my junk, and I just shower, you know. He can smell his mom's snatch wafting off your face. Danny, ghoul. That's such a Paul's ego line, though, so you're probably right. I would have, you know what? Fair. Any thoughts on the Nintendo succeeding and getting a patent on the concept of summoning aid in video games? I don't know what that is. You'll have to explain it. You'll have to explain that one to me, because I honestly do not know. I don't even know what the concept would be. Summoning aid. Oh, summoning aid. So like summoning another character to help you? Like Final Fantasy type summons. I don't know. Nintendo patented the gameplay loop of Pokemon. Oh, okay. Like the catch and release thing. Like you catch a thing and then you summon the right one to aid you and fight another monster. I mean, that is pretty much their intellectual property in my mind. Like you can't like make a video game where you trap little cute animals and fight them against each other and not really kind of infringe on at least part of the Pokemon fucking copyright. Can we get a Return of the Pig Wheels beanie? No. It's gone. I gave them both away. I gave one to a twink and one to the winner of the roast contest at the Vegas meetup. They're gone. Sorry.
The cold twink.
There was a shivering twink. He was shivering. He was cold. I wanted to hold him and keep him warm, but that would have been inappropriate. So I gave him my beanie. It's the least I could do for a shivering twink. You can't let your twinks freeze. You kidding? They're skin and bones. They got no meat. You know? Total lack of hair will do that. Yeah. They don't got hair on them. They got no warmth. The sacrifices we make for beauty. I know.
I understand. You might want to grow your beard back once that first real wind chill comes in. You're going to be like,
I think I might start the cycle of what I told you last night.
Yeah.
Where I grow myself a winter beard.
Yeah.
And then when it starts getting warm, here comes Shamefaced Paul again.
You think you could do a half bagel?
Yeah. Are you okay with it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I could do a half bagel. I probably should do something. Well, like, that is one that I got. You know what I got last night? I didn't have the hat on last night. My hair is fucked up. I didn't want to do my hair today, so I threw a fucking ball cap on, okay? But I got Andy Milonakis. That was the best one. The glasses, the round, kind of slightly weirdly effeminate baby face. I think it fits. Danny DeVito is crazy. Danny DeVito is actually crazy, though. Danny DeVito is crazy. Fuck you, man. It's funny, though. You have kind of a Dr. Blair from The Thing vibe. Oh. I don't know which one that is, but thanks. Amelia did say, like, the glasses look way bigger on my face. And I was like, yeah, I kind of like that, though. It's got a 70s vibe to it, especially with, like, me leaving a little bit of sideburn going over there. I'm a soul man. Burner, burner, burner. Yeah, John Goodman. Scroll up like 3 things and somebody already said that. But you could say it again. John Goodman is a fucking legend. Johnny the Insatiable Void. You better shut your fucking mouth, man. Do you have diabetes? Diabetes. I think I might have caught diabetes last night when I ate your mom's sweet ass pussy. Over the line. Paul looking like he's ready to become one of the hunters at the end of Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. You see one of them zombies, you let me know. You got to get them right in the head. I've done bagged me 35 of them today. And I'll tell you something else. You try to protect one of them zombies, I'll put one right in your head too, because there ain't no two sides about this one. That's a good one. Another one for the fire. This is not nom, Smokey. This is bowling. There are rules. It's a league game, Smoke. You're over the line. I wasn't over. You were over the line, Smokes. That's a foul. Yeah, but I wasn't over. Smokey. This is not nom. This is bowling. There are rules. Mark it 0. Come on, man. It's Smokey, so his toe slipped over the line a bit. Am I the only one that gives a shit about the rules? Mark it 0. What the fuck, Walter? Mark it 0. All right. It's fucking 0, you crazy fuck. It's a league game, Smoke. That movie was overrated? Nah. That's a good movie. They're calling the cops. Put the piece away, man. This is why they have computerized lanes that tell you if you commit a fault or not. Keeps the guns away. Yeah. True. A bunch of fig eaters wearing towels on their heads, trying to find a reverse on a Soviet tank. Yeah. Bunch of fig eaters wearing towels on their heads, trying to find reverse on a Soviet tank. Fig eaters. What the fuck is that, bro? Everybody likes a fig. Love how the cops just show up after they're they're like, calmer than you are. Cops all running in with guns drawn and shit. They're just sitting in the parking lot. You do a kickflip on a skateboard, bro. I can do a reverse nollie flip. I can do a laser flip. I could do a heel flip. I could do I could do a lot of different kick flips, bro. Just kidding. I couldn't land a single fucking trick, bro. I'd break my ankle. Hey, Paul, what you watching? Hello, I'm from India. I am from India. Hello, 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 I am from India. Do you guys always repeat yourself in India? Is that an Indian thing? If I go to India, should I go, hello, I'm from America. 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 Is that how I should, is that like culturally the thing? Oh, you got peanut butter on yours.
Yeah. Do you want peanut butter?
No, I do not.
No, you
I
can't have
want-
no peanut butter bagels. I know you smell it.
He's like, I
Can't have
heard
it.
peanut butter.
It's not for you.
I heard peanut butter.
It's not for you.
I heard it and I smell it.
It's not for you.
Well, you can't listen. That's why I chat. What do you mean I can't listen? Oh, because I probably missed you trying to say it? Sorry, bro. Not everybody gets the notice. It's not like we're all standing in the room together, you know? I can't read everything. And a lot of the things are stoopy. He looks like 100% Portland. Nah. I only drive through Portland and I hate it every time. Portland sucks. So go fuck yourself. You know what you look like? A flyover state yokel. A state that I've only seen or thought about when I'm at 20,000 feet looking out my little window. Oh, there it is down there. Love DFF. I can never seem to catch DFF live since I work nights. Take my money and have a great day. Hit us with a Paul witticism. Love you, Paul. Paul witticism. I don't know if this is a witticism, but there's a crazy sentence that breaks the laws of logic. The sentence is, this sentence is false. Breaks the laws of logic. Because if the sentence is false, then it's self-refuting. That means it's true. And if the sentence is true, the sentence declares that the sentence is false. Do you see? That's called the liar's paradox. I like that paradox. Called the liar's paradox because if you say this sentence is false, it makes a liar out of you no matter what. You have told a lie. Because if the sentence is true, it's labeled as false, so it has to be false. If the sentence is false, then it must be true. The liar's paradox. I like that. That's how you stop an android with class 3 or lower paradox negotiation circuitry. Yep. I like the Achilles and the tortoise paradox, where if you get in a logical loop, you never reach a destination. So it's like, okay, let's say you're crossing the street, right? And it takes you this long to get halfway, to get half the distance across the street. And you've got another half the distance across the street to go, right? So you go half that distance, right? So half the distance to the other side of the street from the middle. And then you go half that distance. And then you go half that distance. And then you go half that distance. And you never reach your destination, right? Even though it seems logically sound that you could do that. You could go half the distance. Now, in reality, you reach the other side of the road. But logically, should you ever? It's another paradox, right? I like the paradox of whose ship is it? Was it Achilles' ship or something? The ship of Achilles or some ship? I can't remember whose ship it is. But it's like if you have this famous ship of Achilles and you keep it like a museum piece, And over the years, it rots and you replace a board and then you replace another board. Theseus, that's who it is. Ship of Theseus paradox. Anyway, you got a ship sitting in a harbor. Slowly but surely it rots. You replace boards. Eventually you've replaced every board on the ship. Is it still the ship of Theseus? A lot of people think about it really quickly and they go, well, of course it is. You rebuilt, you replaced it, but it's still the ship of Theseus. But every single piece of the ship has been replaced with a new piece, right? And then the paradox goes further. If I reassemble the ship of Theseus from the old wood that I used, right? If there's some way to reconstitute it with the original rotted materials back into a ship, which is the ship of Theseus? Is it the one that I rebuilt one board at a time that's now brand new sitting in a harbor? Or is it the one that I rebuilt from the materials from that? So another paradox. The answer is yes to both, but it can't be yes to both, right? There's only one ship of Theseus. You can't double the ship of Theseus. It's the same ship, your body regenerates, and you're theoretically the same Paul. I'm theoretically not even the same human being that I was 10 years ago. Every 10 years, your body replaces every cell, right? That's what they say. So theoretically speaking, I'm not even the same person I was a decade ago. I'm an entirely new being, right? It applies to human beings too. The ship of Theseus. Not your brain, sure. That is where the consciousness revives, and that doesn't die off and regenerate. You're right. She told the paladin that she kills goblins. Place the word only in the right place in the sentence. She told the paladin that she only kills goblins. She told the paladin that she only kills goblins. Isn't that right? She told the paladin that she only... Is it the double she? No, that's fine. She told the paladin that she only kills goblins. I think that's okay, right? You can put only anywhere. Oh, she only told the paladin that she kills goblins. She told only the paladin that she kills goblins. She told the paladin only that she kills goblins. You're right. She told the paladin that only... No, that you can't put it there. You can't put it... She told the paladin that only she kills goblins. That doesn't work. She told the paladin that she kills only goblins. That does work. So there's only one spot in the sentence where it doesn't work. That's cool. It's kind of neat. Here's one. Spell race car backwards. There's a name for those words. Palindrome, right?
I think so.
Where it's exactly the same forwards and backwards. Not anagrams, palindrome, right?
But I feel like the term for it should also be the same thing. Like palindrome isn't a palindrome.
True. Palindromes are rare.
Like, I feel like we should have found one to be the name of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Boob is a palindrome. Yeah. Boob. Step on no pets. Yep. Step on no pets is a giant, like, sentence-long palindrome. Radar. Yep. Another palindrome. Fear of palindromes is ibophobia. That's crazy. People fear a palindrome. They're like, don't say boob. I don't like a word that begins and ends the same way and is the same forwards and backwards. Ah, I guess people fear everything, right? Somebody fears, if it exists, somebody fears it. Is that true? Do you think? Dendrophobia, that would be fear of trees. There are people that fear trees. I don't know. An owl ate my metal worm is a palindrome. Mr. Owl ate my metal worm. Mr. Owl, yeah, it is. Mr. Owl ate my metal worm is a palindrome. Dun dun, that's crazy. Always found it kind of funny how if you Google phobia, it will immediately provide you with images that could trigger it if you had it. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely don't. If you have a genuine phobia, ibophobia, that's cool. Ibophobia is a palindrome. Is it? Yeah. Ibophobia, which is a fear of palindromes, is a palindrome. That's crazy. I didn't notice that. You guys are blowing my mind. That is sadistic. Because it's like you force a person that has it to say that they have it.
Well, I think
to say a
the fear
palindrome.
of long words is also a long word, too.
Yeah, true.
But I think that might just be memes.
Yeah. Glossophobia.
Like, I feel like it's just like pop science and like they're just making up shit.
Hyperglossophobia. That's what I think it is.
It's sesquipedalophobia.
Phobia. Oh, yeah. The phobia of big words is called hippopotamonstroesquipedaliophobia. Man, these fucking scientists are evil fucks. They don't give a fuck about nobody. Evil rats on no star live, never odd or even, live not on rats, live. Okay, that's another long ass. Okay, can we not? You guys are going to like a palindrome maker on the internet now. See, like information like this used to be impressive.
Yeah.
And I think it's impressive when somebody can summon it out of their mind extemporaneously. But you guys sitting there Googling shit and then just giving it to me. That fucking sucks, yo. Stop that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Ooh.
Did you already do your meds?
Yeah, I took my meds. Crazy pills have been taken.
You need more coffee, or are you okay?
I could do another cup of coffee if...
Yeah.
That is a side effect of the crazy pills. I get drowsy. Do you see the jowls starting to form on me? This was the most shocking change for me. Was like my laugh lines. That's what they call these. Have gone like pretty much all the way down to my chin now. It's kind of cool. You finna smoke, cigarette? Fuck. Let me go grab me a J. Hold up. want to come out now, D? Now that you got yourself a dank. You know, lay down on your peepaw bed. Lay on your peepaw bed. Go on. D, lay down on your peepaw bed. Come on. Don't be a dork. Don't be a fucking nerd, D. Jesus. Jesus, D. I love this beanie, dude. This is such a cool beanie. It's got mushrooms on it. And it's my favorite color, pink. I like pink. I think my new favorite color is pink. Did D seem to have any reaction to you shaving? Nope. He didn't even look twice at it. He was just like, hey, Dad. This is salmon? Oh, well, pink is a fucking shade of... Salmon is a shade of pink. Oh, yeah. Fuck, dude. Bro, my stoner ass. I went in and got coffee. Fuck, bro. All right. Now, I can say, cigarette and everybody else, cheers. Smoke them if you got them. Well, Amelia and I are flying in on Halloween. So, day before the meetup, I'll be in the air, most of it. But before Saturday, before the meetup, I will be at the venue as early as they will let me be. So maybe an hour or 2 hours before the show. Yeah, I think we pull in late on Saturday as well. But whatever. Yeah, so we're probably not going to be able to get together that Saturday before, but prior to the meetup. And then after the meetup, TJ and I and a couple of buddies are going to go and get that fucking big ass pastrami sandwich. And you could come with us. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that Don Vader is at very least, I want to go to Rutt's Hut with Don Vader. And I know Don Vader is going to come over with his friend. So yeah. Yeah, Manhattan is like a 2-hour drive. Well, Long Island is like a 2-hour drive from Clifton. Cheers to you, cigarette. should take the train instead of renting a vehicle, Pranav? Because we were planning on renting the car so that we could drive over to Long Island. Is there a train that goes all the way to Long Island from Jersey that we could pick up somewhere? Well, yeah, we're not planning on going all over the fucking place in New York. Like we're going to Long Island specifically to visit family. And yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shoot, 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 fly. Don't bother me. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's gonna go down. Don Vader said he, because I did tell him, like, I want a real fucking good ass New York slice somewhere on Long Island. Like, I want to get a fucking real good pie, real good tomato pie, somewhere there. And he said he knew the place, so maybe we'll go get a fucking pizza pie together. Beats. Yeah. The Katz's Deli high piled fucking pastrami sandwich. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Don Vader is a New York native. And so I want him to fucking curate me the slice. I want him to curate me the pie. Not a good pie, a great pie. Like, let's say he was trying to impress a motherfucker with a great pie in his area. Where's the great pie? I know there's a couple of them, but that's what I'm interested in. Like, I was talking to Don Vader briefly. He's a busy man. He doesn't have a lot of time, But and he was like, oh yeah, I know a couple places you could get a slice, blah, 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 blah. So he's going to take me, I think, or at least point me in the right direction, because I gotta get a good pizza pie while I'm back there. I'll regret it if I don't. Tommy is coming to the meetup. Confirmed. Confirmed. Not even kidding. He pops in here from time to time. And I told him, the last time he was in here is a couple weeks ago. But I was like, September 1st, Clifton, New Jersey. He was like, oh, I already got my ticket. I was like, are you coming? He's like, yeah, dude, I'll be there. I was like, fuck. Tommy from the Bronx. And I gotta fucking find out. I gotta text him, but I just never remember. Peter. I want to see if Peter can come. My FOMO is crazy for the meetup. I'm doing a thing called Wobbleween, tempted to sell my ticks. I mean, dude, it's one of those things, like, you'll have other opportunities, likely. It's probably not going to be the last fucking meetup you ever see out of us. So I won't worry too much about that. But yeah, bro, it's going to be huge. Goat versus fish, going to be there. What do you think of Inmendum? I like Gary a lot, man. I think he's a prickly pear, and I think, that's just how he is. And I think people fucking, you love him or you hate him. I like Gary a whole lot. I think he's an interesting philosophical presence in the world. I like talking to Gary. I like listening to Gary's rants sometimes. Not as often as maybe I used to, but I don't listen to anybody's rants often nowadays. But when I run across a Gary rant, I like that he's still talking the same thing. He's got that logical and ideological consistency, and he finds ways to make his ideology fit the uh, the world, you know. And as things emerge and become more stark, I think he's got a really good bead on that in a lot of ways. Dude, big old squirrels. Big old squirrels, D. You want to go inside? Go inside. I'm a good boy. I ain't going inside, bud. Fucking fly eyeballing my bagel. God damned fly. Naughty little fly. Why does it cry? Caught in a web. Soon he'll be eaten. Thoughts on the Kino Casino's 8-month-long snaking of Darkside Phil? I think it was worth it. Oh, yeah, dude. That was top-level trolling. You know, Phil is such a hard target because he's so cloistered off, and the fact that they basically buddy trolled him. But it was a long con buddy troll, and it was really good. Naughty little fly. Why does he cry? Yeah, there's gonna be a lot more gray, Pranob, because like the cheeks and shit, bro. I gotta tell you, for what it's worth, shaving this part of my face and this part of my face, bro, that hair didn't want to come up. That hair's that's the like the part of my that beard that hasn't cycled in years, bro. I don't know. The Smeagol voice is right in the back of your throat. Like right in the before your throat. So it's like you close your throat off a little bit, but I don't know how to tell you to do it. You flex that throat muscle. It's somewhere here. It's like in your goozler, but I don't know how to do it, dude. Do you think you are good looking? Not particularly, no. I don't think I'm like the ugliest fuck on the goddamn planet, but I don't think I'm all that good looking either. I told him not to eyeball my fucking everything bagel, and he came back. He was warned. He was told. I fucking got him. He was dead than shit. You can always tell when you got him. Because, like, they try and take off, but they realize their wings are shredded, and they just go. You didn't listen. I gave him an opportunity to fucking find something else to eat. There's dog shit. There's squirrel shit. He lives in a forest. There's a million things for a fly to eat. Stay away from my fucking everything bagel, bro. That's my everything bagel with my schmear. I paid for that shit. The fly didn't even ask. He was fucking told. I like the Cumtown guys. I like Stavros a lot. I think they're funny guys. Stavros does really good crowd work. Do you eat a lot of food? It depends. I've lost 90 pounds in the last 2 years. I'm down from just under 400, and now I'm down under 300. I don't know exactly how far under 300, but I'm down under. I'm down under. Yum. Where'd you get the bagel from? It's just a bagel that we bought some everything bagels. Did you aim for the fly's neck? I'm ashamed of you. Too soon, Pranav. Too soon. Naughty little fly. Why does he cry? Hello, Angel. We smokers are a dying breed, literally and figuratively. Okay, we got to stick together. So listen close and I'll tell a tale of a fateful ship. It started on a desert isle upon this tiny ship. Don't do the caps lock thing. That's gonna get you smoked here. Just warning. Might not be dead though, just waiting for its wings to dry. There's no water in this. This is a salt gun. It sprays salt at them and shreds them. Trust me, I've killed hundreds of flies with this. Hundreds. And I'll kill hundreds more. You wanna know why? Because I don't give a fuck. Okay? I'm a goon. I grabbed a biscuit for the slightest infraction. I'm a stone cold killer. I don't care about dropping a motherfucker. You understand? And I'll take a bid too. I don't give a fuck. I'll do 15 to life. Did I used to have a Libre? Yeah. You can still see it. I did. I had to take it out because it fucked up my teeth. It fucked up like my middle teeth. It pushed the gums back off my teeth. That rubbed right there. So I had to take it out. Smoke weed? Okay. Listen close and I'll tell a tale of a fateful trip. It started on a desert isle upon this tiny ship. No, Boogie's still one of the biggest pieces of shit on the internet. Bro, this dude, I was watching a clip last night. I was just bored, and I was watching some LolCal Live highlight thing where they were calling out some dude that used to be part of the LolCal Live network or whatever. They were like, you've got a guy that looks at Lolly in your Discord server. Just like such fake moralizing. And Boogie was like, I looked at that shit. And some of that, I sent it to Desi. I sent it to Keem. I sent it to Wings. And we all looked at it. And everybody agreed that was an 8-year-old girl. And I was just like, so you sent C-Sam to, you know, you sent You sent what you consider to be child sex abuse material to all your friends? Why'd you do that? You know? And then Boogie's just like, that disgusts me. That just disgusts me at the pit of my core of my soul, man. It just, and I was just like, methinks the lady doth protest too much. Dude, how many gigabytes of lolly do you think that Boogie has? Let's all guess. Anybody want to give me a gigabyte list? How many gigabytes of lolly do you think that fucking Boogie has tucked away deep in that hard drive? I'm on drugs. Yes, sir. Proudly so. Why aren't you? That's the question. Boogie was just being like max performative Boogie. He really wanted to let people know that he thinks lolly is gross. Lolly just makes me mad. Ugh. He was like getting all like, I want to punch him in the face. It's like, oh, we get it. We get it. You extra don't like lolly. We get it, Boogie. It's just like, I know that motherfucker's got a 3 terabyte fucking drive filled with lolly. I'm sorry, bro. I just know it. Because that's just Boogie. Every accusation is a confession with Boogie. Never forget that this is the dude that lied about fucking cancer to get sympathy. He's abusive as fuck to his ex-wife. That's been covered and covered. He's exploitative. He basically did an Erica Kirk. He went to his mom's grave and had a personal conversation with her with a camera person. Anybody remember this shit? Dude, yeah, he has 1.21 gigawatts of lolly, bro. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. He sat there in a giant comfy chair in front of his mom's crypt. Or tomb, or whatever you call that when you put him in the wall. And he was like, Mama, it's me, Boogie2988. And I just wanted to let you know, Mama, you did your best. You did your best, Mama. And I was just like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? I want to let you know I'm okay, Mama. You boys doing okay, Mama. I'm buying high-end strippers, Mama. High-end hookers, Mama. You should see some of the California 10s that I'm banging out every day, Mama. It's like, what? Where's Paul? You could meme the fuck out of this. I came in the dome with this last night, Hank, and I was like, dude, as soon as Hank comes in, he's gonna meme this. It's too memeable. I'm even more memeable with no beard, if you could believe it. Problem is, Boogie is an unreliable narrator, so now I question all the abuse stories. Oh, not only that, because he's an unreliable narrator, I question his overly performative, explosive fucking lolly bullshit that he did a couple of days ago. Fuck that guy. Look, it's a lolly. Oh, the most disgusting thing in the world is lolly. I was like, oh. So you've got tons of lollies, what you're telling me. I've been getting tired around 10 p.m. for some reason. Well, I mean, probably because you're a human being with a job, you know, Hank? I would imagine. That has something to do with it, being a human being that has to work for a living and whatnot. I would say probably a large part of you being tired. And I think you said you work outside all day too, so fuck, bro. That's why. You're out there fucking humping it. You're out there humping it, Hank Hill. That's why. Selling propane and propane accessories. Do you want to come back out again, Dinor? Come on. Any people have been? It's comfortable and I bought it for you and it needs use. There you go. I'm glad you are monetized now, and I'm on vacation this week. Life is good. I lost 30 pounds in the past 6 weeks, and I hate Charlie Kirk even more. Cool. Well, thanks for dropping a little fucking super chat. You didn't have to do that, but you did that. You didn't have to do that, but you did that. Oh, I forgot. I'm going to start putting hearts on these. Bloop. I don't know what that does, but bloop. If he doesn't have a humiliation fetish, why on earth did he record that stupid crypt video? That's utter troll bait. Okay, so Boogie lacks self-awareness, and Boogie spent his whole life, because he was a big, fat, rotund, clownish-looking motherfucker, just getting by on the, wow, what a big cuddly teddy bear he probably is. And then once the cuddly teddy bear was revealed to be a mask, Boogie just hasn't been able to find any other workable fake personality that he can slide into. Every time he tries, like, I can just tell you right now, Boogie's building to a meltdown. Boogie's got a lie or a transgression that he is hiding. And you know why I know this, Phoebes? I think you know why. Here we go. Bloop. I've got a great leopards ate my face bit. You want to hear it? It's hilarious. Yes, but give me a second. I was thinking. No, Boogie, like, he's hiding something. And that's psychology that tells you that. When somebody gets, like, hyper emotionally over performative over a perceived small infraction, because, like, what they were accusing this dude of is, there's a guy in your server that probably looks at Lolly. You know what I mean? And Boogie is, like, slamming his desk and getting up and being all performative about it. And what psychology teaches us is that is a performative reaction. Right? That is a reaction to dissuade people from looking into that problem in that person. So it happens a lot with gayness. So you see somebody being like, man, I hate gay people. The thought of a dick going into a butthole makes me sick. You know what I mean? That's a dude that, like, when he's at home and, you know what I mean? And it's late and his wife and kids are asleep. He's grabbing his wife's dildo out of the secret hiding drawer, and he's putting it in his ass. That's just psychology. That's not even speculation. Psychology tells us that that is the truth. So when I saw Boogie doing backflips, his big old fat ass jiggling everywhere about somebody having somebody in their server that allegedly looked at Lolly one time, I was like, this motherfucker's got a stack of Lolicon. A stack. And maybe even worse, I don't know. But he definitely got Lolicon. Tons of it. Well, what is cluster B? Can you explain cluster B to me in Kyritos? He's pulling up the gay porn while he does it too. You know this, Phoebes. Like, these dudes that are all like Trump guys, and like they spend a lot of time in the gym, and they're wearing those tight tap out muscle shirts, and they're just like, man, fuck a faggot. I'll spit in their face, man. The thought of a big veiny dick going in my mouth makes me sick. Those guys, dude, late at night, it's like, fuck. Put my wife's dildo in my hands. Get this man. Super chat this man up. He needs beard. He needs beard growing material. Yep, nobody watches more interracial porn than a racist. Nobody watches more trans porn than a transphobe. You're right. I live near Wichita Falls, Texas, one of the most conservative cities in the country. It's also the city that watches the most trans porn in the country. Whoops. Paul, I'll send you some of the hair on my head to help fill the beard. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're bald on top and I'm bald on bottom. Fuck. mean this with no offense, but this new look in the face you keep pulling, you reminded me of Jonah Hill from Wall Street. Dude, I've gotten Jonah Hill. I've gotten Andy Milonakis. I've gotten a ton of John Goodman, whatever. Amelia brought up a great point. She was like, hey, at least it's new dudes. And I was like, you know what? You're right. At least I'm getting new guys that I've never fucking been compared to before. So at least it's not like totally road. All right. Mark Zuckerberg's building a giant data center the size of Manhattan, Louisiana, and a bunch of these small town Trump voting hicks currently bitching to the news media and independent media about the loss of farmland and danger to the farms. Wimp, wimp. Leopards ate my face. How you doing, baby?
Did you put one out recently, or can I dump it?
You can dump it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. 110%. You're just amazing. Best live to fall into. Well, thanks, Angel. I appreciate that. Yeah, you know, stick around if you want to. Cool. I'll be happy to see you. You've been a really good participant, Angel, and I appreciate you doing that. I like having conversations, and it's kind of hard when people just meme and you didn't do that. You've been really chill, you've been on topic, you've been participatory, and I appreciate that. You know, especially for a new person that's just rolling through, it's kind of rare. So cheers to that. I had to kill a fly out here, sweetie. I'm sorry. Yeah. He came after my everything bagel, and I told him, I warned him. He landed right here. And I was like, I'm going to shoo you. And if you come back, I'm going to grab the biscuit. And sure enough, he landed right in the same spot like minutes later. I was like, all right. I could tell it was the same guy. The way he looked at me. He tested me. As a Taoist, I always react to war and killing mournfully as if I'm attending a funerary procession. But I keep my weapon handy. You understand? It's so funny. One of the things that I find that, like, there's so much misconception about Eastern religion now that I've delved a little bit. This ideal that people have in their head of the monk in the orange robes that have only one shoulder, sitting and meditating in the lotus, right? And being anti-violence. Well, number one, those monks are trained physical combat, so they're not anti-violence. But that is the Western view of it, is like you're just like a hippie that wouldn't kill a fly, and you don't have any possessions, and you live kind of, you know, this, that, and the other. And that ideal is not even expressed in the Tao. Like, the Tao doesn't even talk about that. The Tao talks about your job, doing your work, and it talks about the work of a soldier. And it says, he that contemplates the Tao attends a battle as if a funerary procession. And with great solemnity, he picks up his weapon. And when the battle is over, he puts his weapon down. So I find that to be really interesting. Paul, be honest, you were overwhelmed by how beautiful everyone thought you were and purposely shaved the beard. No, I had a fucking... Listen, I have a project that required me to shave the beard. Didn't require it, but I chose to because I think it's going to make the project better. And I'll tell this again because you guys are all new and I didn't tell it, but it'll be quick, okay? So my whole point is that me being shaved became a meme very early on in my internetery, like right at the beginning of the Drunken Peasant shit when I was still a guest. The White Guilt Paul photo came out, and I really, like, I'm a self-deprecating guy. I do comedy about myself. I call myself fat and ugly all the time. But with this one, I really bought it. I really bought it. I was like, man, I must be really ugly under there. And so after I grew my beard out long, and this was like over like 18 years ago now or something like that. I don't know, maybe not that long, like 15 years ago, whatever it was, 10 years at least. But it had been 15 it's been 15 now because that picture was from 3 or 4 years before. And so, I think I just like with the beard thing, I was like, okay, I will never shave it because I'm afraid of what's under there. And then last night when I shaved it and I looked at myself in the mirror after I'd cleaned it all off, it was just like, oh, I remember that guy from my 20s or my teens or whatever. It's just the same guy under there. He's just a lot older. And so I saw me and then I saw my dad because I look a lot like my dad. I'm aging in a similar way to my dad. And so I really saw the similarities there because my dad's always been clean shaven. He's never kept a beard or none of that. Yeah. I mean, at least 11 years. Yeah, but somewhere in that zone. Oh, what's the most important part of a song? The hook, the melody, the chorus? Yep. Songs are like, that would be like saying, what's the most important part of a human body to its function? You know what I mean? It's like all of it, right? Like all of it is important to human function, right? You need hands, you need feet, you need a heart, you need a stomach. You can't live without well, you can live without these things, but when we're talking about human functionality, you need it all. Mm-hmm. A song needs it all. Now, that doesn't mean that a song can't hump one or more of those things. Some songs are all chorus, like there is no hook. Mm-hmm. Softer indie rock tends to be kind of like that, where it's just like there's never, the whole thing is chorus. And then a lot of dance music and hip hop tends to be a lot of hook, right? So you get this very quick interlude and then it's around the world, around, you know what I mean? That sort of shit. That is all hook, right? So you can lean in one direction, but every one of those songs has verse, chorus, hook. You get it? It just, they're heavy on one. The Tao Te Ching is a core Taoist text, but it's not as canonical as, say, the Bible to Christians. So the Taoist tradition does have pacifist monasticism, but that too is not absolute. No, I know. See, the thing I love about the Tao is that you can go as far as you want. Like if you dig deeper into post-Lao Tzu Taoism, you start to get closer to Theravada Buddhism in that there's a pantheon of gods and there's stuff that's like approximated as sin almost. What do you see?
Oh, I thought I saw the little one chasing the big one.
Oh. But yeah, you're absolutely right, though. Bao Tuo. Bao Tuo.
I don't know if you could really say the Bible's more important than the Tao, because there's a lot of Christians that invent rules. Like, there's nothing in the Bible that's like, can't use potty words. But there's a lot of Christians that don't use swear words.
I just think what he's saying is that traditionally people lean less hard on the Tao Te Ching than they lean on the Bible. It's not like you're ever going to get me quoting the Tao at you for some moral transgression I perceive in you, right? That's what I take the message to mean.
But yeah, it just making me think of, like, I'm not necessarily saying they're like completely wrong, but I just think that the Bible has less importance to a lot of Christians than they might let on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Christians that don't read the whole thing.
I would venture to say most Christians globally have not read their Bible cover to cover, and if they have not internalized it and understood
they're having their pastor tell them what every little bit
or they're just reading it and not getting like 3/4 of it. You know what I mean? That's not a true read. You got to go through with like a study Bible, and if you don't understand something, you got to get it translated. So, and I would venture to say that most Christians globally have not done that. They sit and listen to their pastor read a passage or two and then preach about it. Or maybe they do a Bible study, but they don't cover the whole thing. They don't attend the whole thing. I once dabbled in pacifism, not in Nam, of course. Say what you want about the tenets of National Socialism, dude, or at least it's an ethos.
Oh, Judy's a feisty. I think he did chase that bigger gray squirrel.
I mean, if he takes after Dad, which it
Yeah.
looks like he's gonna, dude, Blackie didn't lock this yard down by being a little rollover pussy.
Yeah.
He's not the biggest squirrel out here,
No.
but he's one of the meanest.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if he like picked a different territory or like expanded his territory to where he's not coming over in this yard as much.
Yeah, I mean the weather's changing,
Yeah.
so they might be moving a little higher, a little lower down,
a little wider.
I missed a bow tool. The primary difference, as I see it, is that the Tao Te Ching is not considered divinely inspired. This produces a different flavor of tradition. I agree, and that's one of the things that attracted me to the Tao Te Ching, was that in the Tao Te Ching, this pantheon of gods and all of that, it's very rarely invoked. And in a lot of translations, well, I have 3 different translations, and in 2 of my translations, the word God never appears, right? And so that is one of the things that drew me to the like just the basic tradition of Taoism and the Tao Te Ching, was that it didn't feel oppressively dogmatic. Are squirrels like a pest in the U.S.? Depending on, I don't really think so. They're not seen that way. Like my mom was absolutely fucking enthralled because squirrels are kind of rare where she's from. She lives in a really hot, flat climate, and so they don't get a lot of squirrels. But up here, they're just fucking everywhere, right? So she just sat out here on the porch and giggled her little heart out at the squirrels. Confession, I actually love studying Christianity from a secular standpoint. I think the Bible could eventually evolve into a text that's viewed more like the Tao Te Ching. Well, I will tell you this, and you probably know about this, Phoebes, but for others that don't, get a Jesus Bible. The Jesus Bible is kind of like the Tao Te Ching. It has a lot more of a like a monotheist flavor to it, obviously. But if you take the philosophical look at the Jesus Bible, you know what I mean? It's just the word of Jesus. It has a flavor, right? And I think that makes sense because if you look at the Tao Te Ching, I believe that its history starts around the time of the New Testament or just before. Right? I believe that if you look at it, the Tao itself was written around the time as contemporary Christianity started. And so I think it's reflective of an older way of thinking and a more harmonious way of thinking and a more selfless way of thinking that is reflected in both of those religions, despite their origins being so far apart. There was, by the way, cultural interplay between the East and the West by that point. The Silk Road had been established. People had made expeditions and trade expeditions back and forth to one another. It wasn't a giant cultural exchange, but it wasn't like people were unaware of each other's tradition during this time. And so, the idea that Taoism may have influenced Christianity or vice versa is not unthinkable. Kabbalah has some kind of Buddhist-y Taoist vibes. Yeah, that's why I think there was like a Kabbalah movement, kind of like craze, I want to call it, around the early 2000s. You guys remember Madonna became a Kabbalah person, and then like a bunch of other people were reading Kabbalah. I remember it being like a big thing for a while, and then it just kind of went off the map. But I don't understand much about Kabbalah. I've never done it. From where I'm sitting, there's not a ton of evidence to even suggest the author of the series, which became the Bible, wanted a religion formed. No, that's entirely true. That's entirely true, yeah. Did you know Cinnamon Toast Crunch has the taste you can see? Really? Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's the old one. That's how you know an old head. If they know that jingle. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. The Old Testament is the most interesting part, though. Oh, yeah. No, I think the whole Bible is interesting. Well, not the whole Bible. There's a lot of long, boring fucking genealogy shit in the Bible, and just a lot of really like hyper focus on non-important things. But yeah, you're right. I mean, the Bible taken as in chunks is really, it can be real profound. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, my phone's about to die. Come to the Thunderdome. Anybody from the Dome around that can throw up a link? I'll wait. Because I always like to send people over to the Dome. If you like a place where you can argue with people, and, you know, to be honest with you, there's a lot of philosophical difference there, but a lot of cool people too. Thunderdome is your place. Thank you, Sigrat. Click the Discord link. Thank you, Hank Hill. There's 2 of them now. So come to the Dome if you like that sort of thing. Just don't bring your fifis. Like if your fifis are easily fified, don't come to the Dome. But if they're not easily fified, come on over to the Dome. Anyway, I gotta go. I'll see you guys some other time. You never know which rooms to go into. Just pop into any room, Phoebes. The Dome is for you.